Rolex really wanted a pavilion that was sustainable. And sustainability is vital for us as architects to always keep front and center in our practice. You will see the cantilever, you will see this structure, but no beam. Because in my projects on the African continent, we often are limited to 3 materials: earth, recycled metal, and some concrete. I thought to myself, it would be wonderful if we could continue that here and have 3 materials: glass, metal, and we have wood.
It is a challenging project. We usually start with an early mock-up in the factory. The magic comes when it is a good relationship with our know-how, but with the vision of the architects.
The pavilion was really this quest of trying to figure out how to use the least amount of materials, how to use local materials, how to find opportunities for reuse. The wood is a recycled material from old structures from Venice.
Ogni trave, ogni tavola recuperata la sua storia e va selezionata e va lavorata per come comanda il legno. Il bello del legno nuovo è la perfezione, il bello del legno antico è l'imperfezione. Di conseguenza bisogna capire fino a che punto si può lavorarlo e fino a che punto viene accettata l'imperfezione.
I chose to make terrazzo tiles, but by using glass as aggregate. I was very interested in the kind of expression that I would use and the fact that it would allow me to use a local material in a different way.
Una cosa artigianale è sempre fatta a mano. È vetro di Murano. È vetro riciclato e per non buttarlo via viene messo in pasta e poi per questo utilizzo viene spaccato e rimacinato e dato un altro utilizzo nuovo al vetro.
I knew that, of course, I wanted to use glass, but I wanted to use it in a way that would surprise me. How to turn it into a roof. I wanted it to be playful. I wanted it to be something that could be sort of a centerpiece.
Io sono più o meno più di 30 anni che faccio questo mestiere e è un mestiere che non è mai finito di imparare. Ogni pezzo che realizziamo, anche se è simile, non è mai uguale a quello fatto un secondo prima.
It's not just enough to find the local artisans. It is incredibly important to watch and understand how they function. We incorporate them in the making of the building itself.
I show you the blocks you choose and then how we make that kind of tools.
Oh, perfect.
The different tonality is the pigment that we put inside of the oven.
Yeah.
A mixture of minerals, and then we melted all together and we obtained the glass.
Dall'antichità le vetrerie che erano a Venezia sono state trasferite qui a Murano e quindi noi stiamo cercando di mantenere viva quest'arte.
It was truly an exchange. What we share is sort of this love of creating beautiful things, using materials in new ways, innovating with craft, not necessarily through hyper-technological solutions, but human ingenuity. The structure itself, I designed in such a way that it could be dismantled, reassembled elsewhere, but it could also be turned into new objects if we want to. It's gonna be stunning. I think like once we're having the terrazzo and then the wood going up and it'll be higher. When we focus on local materials, it is important to also look to find local skills that match those materials. Provides a measure of social and economic sustainability. And those are dimensions that I think do contribute to environmental sustainability ultimately. And the end result is wonderful, but there's already success in the process and in the collaboration.